Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So today is Friday Freebie Day. We are on number 114. So today I have got these lovely little tags. Now these are like little sort of stumpy tags, and I've made them to go into our pockets from last week because I thought we needed something really to go in the pocket. So I thought I'd make some lovely tags done in the same sort of way. So I've used some of my embellishments. I've used the book paper, so it's a very similar sort of way I did the pockets, and I just think they are lovely. So really simple for you to use. You just cut them out. They've already been embellished. You can add some more bits and pieces to them if you wanted to, but I haven't on this one. I think they are just really nice as they are. So they are a bit of embellishments, and I've also done a little bit of a digital on the back of them as well, so I think they look good. So I'm going to just show you how I have used them. Well, it's really simple really, isn't it? Because I've just put them in the pockets. So I have, look, they are just like little dumpy tags. I just think they're lovely. Now I've just popped them, I've printed on the back with some of my tea coffee stain paper, the digital papers, and this one has just got the lined one on it, so I think they look nice. So I have just popped them in. They fit absolutely perfect and they just slot in. So I've got the two on there. They go lovely with their little pockets. This is why I think I don't need anything else on them, because I've embellished the pockets from last week, and these just go so well. You don't need to embellish them at all unless you really wanted to. So that's what I have done. I've just cut them out, I sewed around it and popped them into the pocket. So that's really simple. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do another page. I've cut them out again, but what I've done, I've left a little tab on the side. Now I absolutely loved this one that we did a couple of weeks ago, which is the flip open one. So I wanted to sort of like see if I could do something a little bit similar on those lines. So what I've done, I've just left a little tab on the side. So as you cut them out, let me just show you. Let me just get this again. So we've got this one on here like that. We've got this one on there. We've got this one on there. And then I've got this one on there like that. So what I've done, I've just cut a little bit out. So depending on which side you want to use them, flip them. So you want two one side and two the other side. So all I've done, I haven't cut them all the way around, just left a little tab on the sides. So that's how I did it. So that's quite simple. And I'm going to, I thought, just put them on the page. Doesn't really matter which way you do it, just like that. Let me come down a little bit, and then this one will sort of go in on there like that. But I'm going to do a similar sort of like background to this, so when they sort of like open up, you've got somewhere where you can journal inside. Oh, and the other thing I did, I sewed around them, and then I've just popped a little pocket in there. So what I thought, I have my little tags here, so I thought these would just fit in there lovely. So it's another little place to pop some little tags in as well, and I didn't want anything too heavy on the back, so I'll pop a link down to these little tags. They're really cute. And then you've just got another little space to do something on the back of these as well. So I've done that on all four, so you can't really see it, which is quite nice. It's like a little hidden pocket. So what I'm going to do as well, I've got some paper, so I just want to do a similar background to that we had on there, and I've also got a piece of white paper. I just wanted to make sort of like a little border. Whether this will work or not, I shall see. I did do a similar one to this, which I will actually link the video down below, because I did different shapes. I did sort of like little hearts and things, which I absolutely loved. I think they looked really nice. So I just wanted to almost make like a little border around here to journal inside. So let's just see if this will work. So it's just like a little template really, isn't it? So just go, oops, hold it down, so oops, just a little, just going to use my dauber, but you can use whatever you like. You could paint around it, you don't have to use ink, but can you see, so we've just got like a little border, and I'll just go around the rest of it. Just thought it might be something a little bit different on a page, but then again you could leave this on a page as it is, couldn't you, and just write inside. But I'll leave the video down below, because if you haven't seen it, the little hearts and tags and stuff that I did, if I remember. Okay, so shall I put these on first? So then that opens up, and what I'll do, I'll probably ink that as well, maybe, we shall see, or go around it with a little bit of paper. So shall I put that one on there? This one goes on there, put this one on here, and then that one can go on there like that. So I don't want it to go over, so I'm going to stick this one on the top first. Just a little bit of tacky glue on here. And stick it on here. Don't want that tip to go over the top of the page. So let's just stick that down. Like that. I'm going to stick this one on the bottom as well first. So then we can even them up, the ones in between. Stick that down, a little bit of glue. Put that on there. This one's a little bit different because it goes round the sort of edge of the book. There we go. So I might have to get a closure on this one, I think. Oops, is that a little bit too low? Okay, that will be okay. And then this one, we want sort of like a little bit even, don't we? And then that one is like there. So I think that's about right. A little bit of glue on there. Just stick that down. I've printed these out onto 160 GSM paper, printer paper. There we go. So they're a nice sort of like thickness, a nice weight to go on there. And then we just need to stick this one down. Oops. Put that in there, roughly, say about there, I think. Stick that down, open these up. I just love it when they just sort of like flip open. It gives such a nice journaling page, doesn't it? So that goes in there, that goes in there, and then you've got this to write in, and it just looks like a little writing spot. So if these go over like that, I need to get something on here, don't I? I wonder if I could use a little bit of ribbon like I did before, because it only needs the bottom one. If you fold them down the right way, you only need to hold the bottom one down, because the rest will hold down with them. So I'm going to put these little tags in. So these are just off one of my kits, my little envelopes, my little tag kits, and I just think they just add a little extra in there. Or, oh look, that one's got a little thing on it that I must have done at some point. That looks like Tapology stuff on there, which looks nice. Let's put these in. Forgot what I was saying then. Anyway, let's just put these in. Oh look, we can have 4 in each. That's about right, isn't it? Just to write something on, or just as sort of decoration. So that looks good. Right, let's see, what did I do with my paper? So I'm going to just add just a little bit, just so that it will sort of like match in with the pages that we did previously with the papers. So just going to stick this down with a little bit of glue. Oops. Let's just put that on there. Take the rest of that. I can just come onto there like that. This on. So again, you can just decorate the background however you like, but I quite like doing this sort of like little bit of collage work behind. I think it just gives it that other added bit of interest, doesn't it? Let's just have a piece along the bottom, I think. I'm going to add the gesso as well. Now I need to think of a closure. What sort of closure can I have on there? One more piece, I think. Or maybe we'll go down. No, we won't. We will go along here. Go. Oops. Stick that along there like that. Perfect. Okay, a little bit of gesso. I'm going to use my finger. Whoopsie daisy. Just like I did before. Just a little bit of gesso down the side. Just use your finger. I think they seem to be the best tools, don't they? If you don't mind getting grubby. There we go. I think that will do. Make sure that dries, and then what I will do again, I've got my the little dauber, and just make the little marks like we did before. Just on there, look. And then it doesn't really, you can't really see where we've actually stuck them on. It sort of hides it, doesn't it? So again, you can do this with sort of any tags. And that should put some at the top so we can actually see them. There we go. Lovely. Just have a little bit more gesso on there. Look at that. That looks good, doesn't it? Gosh, no. Nice and messy. So we've got this lovely little area here to write in. You could actually even do little faint lines on there, little pencil lines to write on. Put a little bit of colour in there. I think that looks nice, doesn't it? So there's a little bit wet, so we pop the top one in so they just flip in like that again, and I look at that, doesn't that look lovely? But we need a little closure here. What shall we use? I don't really have anything to add unless we use one of these, couldn't we? Do you think we could use one of those? I think it's going to be too big to flip. Let me see. I need a bit of... Wasn't prepared then, was I? I've got this lovely little bit here like we used on the other one, which I suppose we could pop a little bow there, couldn't we? That would probably work, but I would need to, if you're going to do that, you would probably, I would suggest sewing it into here But what I'm going to do, I'm just going to glue a little bit onto here, I think, and see if that will work. Should I glue it on the back or the front? I think I might actually glue it on the front. Make that straight. I'm going to glue that whole piece down like that. How big do you think we need it? Just needs, maybe I'll just cut this in half. That was clever. That was clever, pulling it off. Suppose I could probably, yeah, I would sew that. I would sew it when you're sewing it. And I'm going to pop a little bit on here. Maybe we could even pop a little staple on there. Sort of staple it on. But this works quite well. So we probably need that to dry a little bit. Dry a little bit more, and then we will just tie that in a little bow. Do you think we'll get away with that? Pop a little bow on there. I won't do it up too tight because, look, I just pulled it off again. So that wasn't very clever, was it? It needs to dry, but you get the idea. Pop that on there, and we have the little bow closure on there, which I think looks really, really good. So let me just try again. One more time. There we are. Oh, look at that. That is lovely. And because they all hold down, so I just think that looks really, really nice. So there we go, guys. That's your Friday freebie. It ties in lovely with last week's. We've got these lovely little dumpy tags, which I love. And again, you don't have to use them as tags. You can use them as a nice little flip out. Undo this, dare I, when it comes apart. And we open these up, we flip these out. We've got the little pockets in the sides, in the back of the little dumpy tags, and we've got a lovely little journaling space on there. So love it. So there we go, guys. That's your Friday freebie for this week. And again, you can embellish them if you want to, but I really don't think they need it, especially if you're going to pop them in and out of a pocket. They're embellished enough, and then you're not going to get anything caught on them. So love them. So thank you so much for joining me. Have a fantastic weekend. Please stay safe, take care, and I hope you can do a little bit of crafting this weekend. All right, guys, thank you. Bye bye.